Chapter 167. In less than 10 minutes, all the fresh dishes on the table had already turned rotten and countless black mosquitoes started emerging from the rotten food. There was a rooster that the White family had raised ever since it was a chick in the White family courtyard. A few black mosquitoes flew to the rooster at a very fast speed. After less than 10 seconds, the rooster started screaming as it flapped its wings frantically. After that, it fell to the ground and started convulsing until it dropped dead. Within a few seconds, many large black mosquitoes started emerging from the feathers of the dead rooster. At this time, the black mosquitoes were densely packed in the sky as they rushed towards the crowd of people like a whirlwind. It was very chaotic in the courtyard as the crowd of people tried desperately to avoid the black mosquitoes. As not only were the black mosquitoes extremely poisonous, but they could also enter a person's flesh through a wound on the skin. Even though the mosquitoes were very small as they were only the size of a grain of sand, their bites were very painful. The person bitten by the black mosquitoes would be in extreme pain and their skin would start swelling immediately. At this time, all the masters in the courtyard started using all of their magic skills to get rid of the mosquitoes. Some of them were even throwing out amulets and talismans as they chanted some mantras. Some people hid under the table while several others jumped into the pool to avoid the mosquitoes. "What is this?" Faria asked as she was utterly shocked at this time. "This is corpse magic," Aaron yelled as he was very shocked and angry at that moment. "These mosquitoes have been raised from the corpse of a baby. This kind of black magic originated from Julesburg. I really would not have expected Mr. Depp to raise this kind of insidious thing." Gary laughed before he said, "These mosquitoes are raised from the corpse of a dead fetus. Since you refuse to show me any respect, then I will teach all of you a lesson today." The number of black mosquitoes continued increasing, and at this time, the body of one of the old men who was bitten by the mosquitoes started swelling and puffing up before he dropped to the ground. The black mosquitoes filled the sky and Faria was also flustered at this moment. However, when Faria turned around, she realized that there were no mosquitoes around Alex at all. As soon as the black mosquitoes approached Alex, they would instantly turn into black coal, as though they had just encountered something extremely terrifying. At this time, Alex sneered as he walked towards Gary without encountering any obstacles. He was also holding a white clamshell in his hand. This was the thundering order that he had practiced earlier. The shell talisman exuded a faint light with a hint of thunder surrounding it. Gary was stunned when he saw Alex and he exclaimed in disbelief. "Why are you? No, what is happening? How is this possible?" Alex seemed to be wrapped in a halo at this time and it seemed as though he was sent by God. "Impossible. This is completely impossible. It is impossible for anyone to counter my corpse magic," Gary yelled as he stared at Alex. Alex sneered as he stared at Gary. "Do you really think you are undefeatable? I will show you what true power is today." Immediately afterwards, Alex yelled, "Thunder!" As soon as his voice fell, there was a loud sound. Boom! Within a few seconds, there was a loud thunderbolt from the sky and black clouds suddenly started piling up in the sky that was clear earlier. In the blink of an eye, the entire sky was covered in dark clouds. Aaron looked up at the sky and he was too shocked to even speak. Everyone, including Faria, had the same expression on their faces. Could only mutter, "Miracle. This is a miracle." In the next second, lightning suddenly shot down from the sky. Pop! The lightning hit the mosquitoes immediately and a large number of mosquitoes turned to coal at this time. The tables and chairs split in half, trees fell, and there was a strong burning smell in the air. Alex stood still with his hands at the side of his body and he was staring at Gary with a cold expression on his face as lightning flashed around his body as though he was a god who was descending to Earth. At this time, a strong wind blew past the courtyard as rain started falling and washing the courtyard clean. A few seconds later, the crowd of people finally regained their senses as they started seeking shelter out of fear that they would be struck by lightning.